Hey everyone, dig this. I just got back from the flea market early this Sunday morning, and I found a box of free records. Now, let me tell you the story. So there's a flea market I go to here in town, and I go really early. I go an hour and a half, 2 hours before they open typically, because especially on a day like this when it's going to be almost 90 degrees outside, it's really comfortable in the early morning to just take a walk around and see what's there. Well, it being Easter weekend, there was not a lot of people setting up, and there was not a lot of early customers prowling around either. So my walk through the flea market was pretty quick, and there's a spot in the flea market around these kind of like seating areas by the indoor portion of the flea market, where oftentimes over the years I've found that vendors will leave stuff from the day before that they couldn't sell. They just don't want to carry around anymore. And I found all kinds of stuff on those benches, like cassettes and just weird stuff, paper stuff, magazines, whatever people just didn't want to carry around. So this box of records was sitting on those benches, and I looked around and I was like, I can't believe somebody just like doesn't want to carry these around anymore. But I haven't looked at them at all, really. I just saw a box of records sitting on the free bench, and I was like, well, I guess I'll take them home and check them out, because my visit to the flea market was over anyway. There wasn't really much to look at. So you're going to see these for the first time with me, and there might not be anything of value in here at all. Might not be anything I even like personally, but hey, why not check it out? Okay, here we go. The big number one, Connie Francis. First record we pull out, Connie Francis. Okay, not excited about that. Now, just let me tell you too, I'm not an expert on the 45 record market. I don't know my 7-inch vinyl market very well. I don't collect them as much as I do 12 inches, and I don't really sell them as much as I do 12-inch vinyl. So let's see, Undisputed Truth. That sounds interesting. I believe Smiling Faces Sometimes Wrong. I want to guess that that's like funk soul stuff. Not in the best shape, but anyway, that seems interesting to me. That's a little more interesting than you. I'll put the ones that are interesting to me out here. Diana Ross, the record's broke. Okay. Tyrone Davis, Dakar Records. That sounds interesting. Put that to the side. T-Neck. Now, I've heard of that label. Of course, this record is not on T-Neck. Mighty Clouds of Joy. Now, that is some R&B, soul, I think gospel maybe. Record's not warped. Looks in pretty good shape. Now, I will look up the Mighty Clouds of Joy, and I will listen to them, because I believe that is some black gospel, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Joe Simon. Now, that's some soul stuff. I want to check that out. If not, just listen to it. Jackson 5. Now, this is pretty cool. I like the Jackson 5. It doesn't look like it's in bad shape. And is this on the... No, it's not in the... I can't tell if this is an original... What label is the sleeve? Is it Motown? I can't tell. My eyes aren't that great. But anyway, that looks interesting to me. ZZ Hill. This is another soul, blues, funk, something like that. I have an album by this guy ZZ Hill that I'm going to put on eBay soon. So I don't think it'll be worth much, but I want to hear it. Al Green. Al Green's interesting. This record's in really good shape. It's very shiny, even without a sleeve. Let's put that over here too. I like that I'm finding stuff that I want to hear. Now, the Larks. What is the Larks? On Money Records, Hollywood? I've never heard of the Larks. This is the most interesting one yet. The Jerk. This is the most interesting one yet to me, guys. I hate how all the sleeves don't match, though. It drives me crazy. Elvis Presley. Now, I am not a fan of Elvis Presley personally, but sometimes there are records of his that are worth putting on eBay, so I'll look that up. Another Joe Simon here. Trouble in My Home on Spring Records. Oh, really good shape. Look that up. Joe Tex. Yeah, I've heard of that, but since the label is something I'm not really familiar with, Cat's Got Her Tongue. That sounds interesting. It looks like my interesting pile is way bigger than the non-interesting pile. The Mark V, Once God Made Woman. Yeah, not knowledgeable about this either, but it sounds interesting. I should probably pull out the records that I'm not interested in. That's what I'll do. These are the ones I'm not interested in really looking at. But the ones that I am interested in are going here. In there. Okay. So another thing I should mention is that any of you guys have information on some of these artists that, could help me out. Because like I said, I'm not really knowledgeable about this stuff very much. Okay, the Eighth Day, I've never heard of them, but that looks really cool. And I love the Buddha record sleeve. I could probably match that up with a Buddha 7-inch. That sounds cool. Never heard of them. The Stylistics, gotta look that up. That's some R&B soul stuff, I think. Dionne Warwick and the Spinners. I mean, I wouldn't typically think to look this up, but it's such good shape. Some of these records that are not in sleeves are in really good shape. I'm surprised. Manhattans, again, I'm not very familiar personally, but man, it just seems like not many of these are ones that are going to be worthless. Kung Fu Fighting, that's pretty good. I'll look that up. OJ's. Now see, I saw one of these sleeves earlier in this mix, so I'm going to start matching up these sleeves to the correct labels. Look at that's very clean. And I've certainly sold some OJ's LPs and stuff in my time, so I'll look that up. Isley Brothers, yeah, I don't know much about them really, but the T-neck label looks interesting, so keep that in there. Spinners, yeah, I don't know. I don't have high hopes that this is going to be something that I want to do something with, but maybe. Interesting enough to look up. The Main Ingredient. Now, of course, I've heard of them for sure. And, yeah, that's worth looking up. Because when I find albums of theirs in good shape, I typically get B.J. Thomas. I just don't think so. I just don't think B.J. Thomas. I could be wrong. Now, this label is sometimes very interesting. I've found stuff on this label that was really worth getting. And, teddy bears. I don't know if I'm familiar with teddy bears, but Door label, that sounds really cool. I should probably make a little section of records that are ultra interesting to me. Whatever, we'll do it later. Should we just do it now? Look, I'm going to go back here really quick, guys, and just pull out a few of these that I thought were especially interesting as far as like the labels. And I'll go through these at the end to show you the ones that I thought were especially interesting to me. And that means that I think they're going to be worth more than usual, like this. I don't know about Elvis, Joe Simon, Joe Tex. Let's see. Did I get them all? I think the Eighth Day looks interesting to me, too. Well, I think Meowser's meowing at me. Listen. What? Meowser? Say it again. Okay, I think I got the ones that are most interesting to me. Pulled to the side. All right. Main Ingredient. Okay, here we go. Four Seasons. Don't know much about them, but certainly worth looking up. This looks pretty cool. Debbie Reynolds. Wait a second. I know that name. Debbie Reynolds. Is that like... I can't remember what that is. What is this sleeve with the clouds on it? What label is that? Doesn't have any wording on it at all. I've never seen this Mountains Clouds sleeve before. The Shangri-Las. Now this looks really cool. Dressed in black. That looks cool. Yeah, put that over there. Leslie Gore. I've certainly heard of that name. I'm just not sure. I love the Smash sleeve. I'll be matching that up. Four Seasons. I don't know. Connie Francis. I don't think so. I think Connie Francis is going over in the I don't think so pile. Brenda Lee. I don't know. Nat King Cole. Well, at least it's in the original Capitol sleeve, it looks like, but I just don't know about Nat King Cole. Now, this looks cool. The Riviera's Walk Away on Victoria Records. That looks interesting to me. I'm learning. I'm still learning about the 7-inch stuff. Everly Brothers, Claudette. Great T-neck sleeve. I'm going to match these sleeves up because it looks like I'm seeing a lot of the sleeves that need to be on these things. Everly Brothers, I don't know. I'm going to put that over there. And Everly Brothers, I don't know. Now, Cadence label. Everly Brothers again. Geez. Now, here's a promo Rick Nelson. And it looks like it's in the original sleeve. I'm going to look that up just because it's a promo. Don't know about the Rick Nelson market, really. Tony Orlando, I don't think that's going to be anything, but I love that generic sleeve. It's on it. I can reuse that. Forget him, Bobby Rydell. I really don't know about this. Bobby Rydell. I'm going to say probably not. Brenda Lee. Look at that Cub Records sleeve. Man, I hope I have a Cub Records record in here because that sleeve is dope. Fabian. I don't know. Are Fabian records worth anything? I don't know. I'm gonna guess no, but I could be wrong. Oh, this looks interesting. The Kalin Twins. The Kalin Twins. 3 o'clock thrill. That's a mystery to me. Bill Black's combo. I'm gonna say probably not. I don't know. Gene Autry. I'm gonna say probably not. Bobby Goldsboro, I'm going to say maybe not. Rick Nelson, that one, I'm going to say not. The Fortunes on press. That looks interesting to me. The Association, I don't think so. Buddy Knox on roulette. That looks interesting to me. This is a thick record, it feels like. Let's look up Bobby Knox at some point. And Luther Ingram. I don't know. I'm going to look it up just because it's Coco label, but I don't have high hopes for that. But Bobby Vinton, I don't think. Jay and the Americans, I don't think so. Beach Boys, maybe. Possibly. I'm not really excited about that. But Aretha Franklin, I don't think so, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of clueless on some of these. Stevie Wonder, I don't know. Higher Ground, though, it's in great shape. Oh, it's got a little scuff on that side, but Dionne Warwick, probably not. George McRae, Rock Your Baby. I don't know. I don't know that name. Truth Records, Shirley Brown. Now that looks cool. I like the label. What is this label? 77 Records. Fenton Rob. Now I know this Fenton Robinson name. She's a Wiggler. This looks really cool. Somebody loan me a dime. This looks nice. Oh, and this one looks cool. Whatever this label is, Excello. Jerry Washington. Yeah, this looks really good. I don't know what that is, but I got high hopes. Stang. I know this label is pretty good sometimes. The Moments. Okay. Yep. I'll look that up. That looks good. Pat Boone. I have sold some Pat Boone in the past, but looks like this is all Sarah Grant's collection. I'm seeing her name on some things. I don't know, Pat. I'm not sure about you. Glass Night and the Pips. Maybe. Jermaine Jackson. Man, yeah, I really wish it was the Jermaine Jackson song that he did with Devo. Tickle your fancy, let me excite your soul. I like this Westwood sleeve, though. That's cool. Funkadelic label. Enterprise, Isaac Hayes. Pretty cool, but I'm not quite sure that would be worth much. Luther Ingram on Coco again. I'm going to look up Coco. Glass Night, I don't think so. Promo Eddie Rabbit, I don't think so. Hot Wax, Honeycomb. Oh, I got to look that up. Ooh, Baby Baby, and Ace in the Hole. That looks good. Brass Construction. I don't know. I'm not sure. This looks cool. Missouri on Panama Records. Mystic Lady, side 1. And Really Love You, side 2. This looks really cool. Published by Fritzoid Music. Oh man, this looks really cool. I don't know what that is at all. That's interesting to me. Diana Ross, I don't know. Here's more Hot Wax. More Honeycomb. Hell yeah, I'm into Honeycomb. Stick Up and VIP. Those song titles are good. Glass Night, I don't know. Junior Walker and the All-Stars. Could be, maybe. Chi Chi and Peppy. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I got to look up Chi Chi and Peppy. Okay, what's this label? I've seen this before. Oh, yeah, Vault, The Dramatics. Yeah, I got to look that up. one just sounds good. I think I've heard of them before. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. That might be good too. What is this? Poster collage, something, something. A little cute Japan style art, something, something there. I'm not sure what that is. Blue Magic. I know I've heard of them before. I don't know what kind of music it is. I'll look that up. Bobby White. No, Barry White. Okay, Barry White. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Sam Cooke. Now, I know Sam Cooke is popular, and this record looks like after a little cleaning, it could be real nice. Look that up. The Dells. We got our thing together. That sounds interesting. Looks just dusty. The Spinners. I don't know. Not quite sure. I see their stuff quite often. Satin Soul by Love Unlimited. Maybe. Look at this cool ABC Paramount sleeve. Aretha Franklin single inside, but that sleeve is cool. Wow. Barry White, I don't think so. I don't know. Let's see. AWB, What to Do. Oh, Average White Band. I don't know. Don't know about that. Here's a T-neck. Isley Brothers, but I don't know about that. I don't know if I've ever found any Isley Brothers worth getting. Gladys Knight, I don't know. Love is the Message. That's a good one. I'll look that up. Roadshow Records. BT Express. Oh, I'll look that up. I like that label. Roadshow. That's cool. Wilson Pickett. I don't know. Could be. I don't know. OJ's. Maybe. I don't know. Billy Preston. Don't know anything about that. Don't know. I'm going to put it over in that pile. Osmonds. Probably not. Jerry Butler. Don't know. Last Night again. Isley Brothers. Okay, these don't look interesting. The Young Hearts. Never heard of them. I'll put that in the kind of, sort of. Al Green. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, last two here, I think. Betty Swan. I'd Rather Go Blind. I kind of like the way that sounds. Today I Started Loving You Again. Let's look at that up. Okay, last one here. Bobby Rydell. Little Girl, You've Had a Busy Day, and Make Me Forget. Well, that's it. That's my free records for the morning. I got a nice little stack here of stuff that was especially interesting to me, right? And that one is cool. I'm going to look through those. These were the ones I would guess maybe, maybe not. And these are in the middle of the road here. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know a lot about 7-inch market, but if you have any ideas on who these people are or what music this is, some of the stuff I couldn't identify, I'd be greatly appreciative of that information. So may the rock and roll gods bless you all. I'll see you next time.